We now have an alleged date for the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide event. If you don't know what the Wide is, it's basically Samsung trying to get to the Wide Boy before Apple does. So
remember how that happened with the thin phone? This is exactly what happened with the S25 Edge.
Yeah.
There were rumors for an entire year and a half of an upcoming iPhone Air. And so months earlier, Samsung went, hey, check it out. We made an ultra-thin phone. First. We were first. We did it first. And they actually didn't ship it for a little while after that, but they did announce it first, and they did ship it first. And now that there's rumors of this wide folding iPhone, guess what Samsung's about to do?
Be second.
The exact same thing. Actually, there's a couple other wide
already.
ones. We actually used to have a bunch of these.
Yeah.
We had like Oppo.
It's also just
the Pixel Fold, the original.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is like peak Google of like we had the thing everyone liked, and then we're like, no, go change what everyone else. Okay, cool, we're on the same page.
And then everyone moved what they had. Yeah.
Too ahead of their time.
Google's always ahead of their time. Glasses. Anyway, so according to a South Korean publication, the next Galaxy Unpacked will be July 22nd in London, where they will unveil the Z Fold 8 Wide. And hopefully it does not get canceled within 3 months like the, the ultra long one, the trifold did.
Did you see, though, that weirdly, apparently you can buy trifolds in the US for a limited time till it wipes out stock? They're like reintroducing a bunch of ones that weren't for sale yet.
Oh, wow.
I think it like comes out the day this episode airs. You can buy some or something. I don't know. I saw a Verge article like, if you really want the trifolds, here's like the last of the stock that's coming to the US.
Like they're just re-releasing the stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny that they canceled it and then you could buy it again.
Yeah. This event will also probably release the standard Fold 8, which will, probably be the super thin one, just like we saw with the Fold 7. And then we've also been hearing rumors of an S27 Pro.
This is hilarious.
That is supposed to sit between the standard S27 and the S27 Ultra, which is probably coming later.
Is that not just the Plus?
But they've oscillated.
So the Plus, they've like kind of down-tuned a little. And the Ultra has, I think it's a high-resolution display. It's a little bigger battery. Or no, it might be the same battery. Extra camera for the Ultra. And just a couple other smaller things. So the S Pen, which kind of made its way into the Ultra when they killed the Note, is not necessarily used by everyone who wants an Ultra. So maybe if you could spend a little less on getting all the same stuff but not the pen, it would make sense. And this is classic Samsung. Just like, we're going to offer every phone that possibly could exist. So it's funny. The first thing I thought of when I saw this is the Cadillac Vistique of smartphones.
Oh.
We all agree.
You know why?
I could have said it better myself.
Because Cadillac made the Lyric, which is like the S25 and S25 Plus. They also made the Escalade, which is the Escalade IQ is this enormous 200 kilowatt hour battery, 9,000 pound truck. But they also made the Vistique, which is the same size as the Escalade, but only a regular sized battery. So you still get the 3-row SUV, but you don't have to carry around 3,000 extra pounds of battery and spend the extra however many $1,000 it costs. So you still get. That's exactly what this is.
Why didn't they call it just
phone.
a different trim?
Because the Escalade is the big boy. And it has a massive battery, and it's all about the massive, range and all that fun stuff.
The floor for that car needs to be high.
Yes.
Okay.
But like, what if you don't need that extra range and all that extra weight and don't want to spend the extra $30,000?
You make a new
That's
model.
where the Vistique is. That's exactly what this phone is. S27 Pro, it's going to be the same size as the Ultra. I just don't need to carry around that extra S Pen and spend the extra money on it. It's such a good analogy. You guys aren't expecting this great analogy in this moment.
I'm confused by the Pro in this lineup.
Yeah. Oh, it's just Samsung has a phone at every price and every possible buyer. So
Will it have a bigger battery?
I wish, but probably not.
So they're going to get rid of the S Pen and not give you a bigger battery.
Yeah, they're going to make it cheaper.
It's so funny. Samsung hasn't done anything cool with their lineup in the last 3 years, and they're like, we got them this year. Let's put one kind of in between the kind of higher mid-range and the really flagship.
And now
that'll get everyone
excited. Will it have
for
privacy display?
Probably not. That's probably an ultra-only feature.
I can see that.
So then what is this phone?
Cheaper.
Yeah.
It's an Ultra, but cheaper.
Which they kind of need to do because...
The Ultra's $1,250 or something.
Now it's more... Wait, no, is it?
Wait,
I think the higher...
Doesn't it start at $1,200?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive. So
What if
now,
it was
going to be 1,100?
$1,100.
I guess. That's
all it is. It's just a cheaper version.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, Samsung has quietly raised their prices across almost all of the mobile devices that they sell.
Ooh, yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. Samsung co-CEO TM Rowe did say that no company would be immune to the global memory shortage quite a while ago, and it would be inevitable that Samsung would likely have to raise their prices, and now we're seeing the result of that.
What? Samsung makes the memory.
Yeah, I mean...
yeah, but Samsung has a different...
They sell
company.
to themselves.
Samsung wants to make
they sell
the
to
money
themselves.
also.
Yeah.
It's like Samsung Fab is different than like Samsung the mobile.
How
Samsung
different?
display.
I don't know.
Like, they don't talk.
Fairly different. They probably
This has happened before
It's
with like
probably
LG and LG Display,
Yeah.
where I was like,
No, but
I
those
was,
are actually two separate,
it's
unrelated
the same,
companies.
it's the same effect, and they negotiate and contract with each other and are suppliers of each other and have relationships with each other.
Really, like the Samsung phones and like there's no shared ownership. Like they're because LG and LG Displays are literally two separate companies,
Yep.
no relation.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. It's unfortunate because you'd think that they would talk and you'd think that they would simply make the cheaper memory for themselves.
You think that many of these companies would talk.
Yeah.
You did think that, but they don't.
Even if they're not in the same exact way that LG Display and LG aren't, they are effectively separate. A lot of this happens with Google. I'll talk to Google,
All the
and
time.
people in different buildings at Google and different departments effectively never communicate with each other in weird ways, and I wouldn't be shocked if this is the exact
Which is why like random apps get updated to support different things, and then they just don't have very obvious things with each other. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, Samsung has jacked up the price of almost a dozen Galaxy phones and tablets to up to $280, from as little as $40 to as high as $280. The Z Fold 7 last week already had its price increased by about $80 across models, which makes the 1 terabyte model $2,500 and the 512 gigabyte model $2,200. But now they're raising the price of pretty much all the models except for the standard S26 series and the Ultra, which
So far.
it seems like so far. I think that they're doing that because they're trying, that's their most sold phones in the US besides like the A series are the S20, S26 Ultra and the main S26 series. And also they have all the carrier partners with, Verizon and AT&T and whatnot. I think they're trying to pad the margin on everything else. So most of their tablets went up in price.
Dude, the S11 Ultra 1 terabyte is the $280 jump.
That's crazy.
That's
S20.
It went from $16.19 to $18.99.
for S26.
No, the S11
tablet.
Ultra
Oh,
tablet.
the tablet.
yeah, it's
The
probably
1 terabyte version.
Went from what to what?
$16.19 to $18.99. It's $280.
It honestly seems like the things they sell the least amount of, they raise the prices on the most. So I think they're just trying to figure out how to pad the margin on the perimeter.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see if all the other phone companies start jacking their prices up this year. We haven't really seen that yet. This is kind of the first.
I heard the memory crisis was almost over.
Yeah, I mean, there was a thing with like OpenAI didn't actually purchase all the memory and it started to go down a little bit, but apparently it's still a major problem.
It's definitely still a problem, but
Yeah.
maybe with a light at the end of the tunnel.
I'm sure the variability of it is a major problem.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a light at the end of the tunnel now, but who knows who's going to screw something up any day now.
Yeah,
By the time between us recording and this coming out,
it could change
who knows
dramatically.
what could happen.
True. Hey, thanks for watching this clip. And now that the astronauts are hopefully back here safe on Earth, I want to know, what phone would you have brought to space to take pictures out the window? There's no wrong answers here.
Nokia 3310 so I could throw it at the moon and blow it up.
Poco F1.
Don't you